Hi guys, it's me again. I've literally just finished the last vlog and we've had Howdens up to give us a quote for a kitchen, or give our builder a quote for a kitchen, design a kitchen for us. But I'm in the wooden room, which will be our dining room. So this is it. I've just got a cup of tea and I'm just going to show you who has arrived just outside our window. Look, we have sheep in the field. This is literally what I imagine when I think about here. I'm just going to zoom out and show you. So we're going to have our dining table here, as we've discussed before, and a little snook area, kind of archway thing there, with a little window seat without a window. But that means that when we come down and have our coffee in the morning, eventually when we hopefully get sheep, this will be what we're greeted with. And look at them. I'm so excited, and I know it's really silly, but it's just really nice. And also, if you imagine, sorry, it is a complete and utter tip, and I've just emptied the hoover from hoovering up the last bit of the beads, which I'm not going to show you because it's bloody boring. But if I was to open the door, they're probably all going to run away. But imagine coming out to this in the morning. Literally imagine. I've got a tiny bit of blue sky, but it's been raining. I mean, look. Sorry, I just have to zoom you guys in because look at how cute they are. Plodding along. Anyway, I'm just going to crack on with hoovering up the last bits of the beads. Oh Christ, there's another step. So obviously all of this is grown back. Tomorrow I think we're going to weed kill because it's a couple of dry days. And yeah. Okay, so just next to the door, this is the only bit that I'm slightly worried about. And it's just because we've got some wisteria growing. And part of me is thinking, do I try and save the wisteria by just getting rid of all of these nettles by hand? Or because it's such a tiny wisteria, I mean, that's how big it is, it's so small. Is it worth? Because we're going to move it anyway, we're going to move it over to that side of the house, like around the corner, because that gets better sunlight, and also it's a bigger wall for it to go on. I'll put in just a clip here. Sorry, also you can see all the sheep in the reflection of the window. Anyway, what I was saying was, do I clip back all of the nettles around and try and save the wisteria to dig it out at a later point, or do I just succumb and weed kill everything, and that way I can just buy a new wisteria? I actually have no idea what colour this one is either, so yeah, that's my dilemma, and I guess I'll show you that tomorrow. But for now, I'm literally just finishing up. It's so boring, and also it's so wet as well, because the deeper I go, the more of these bloody balls I find, and they are just everywhere. So I'm going to try and finish that today, and then we're getting pizza tonight, and we're actually going to eat it in here, so that'll be nice and exciting. Anyway, look at the sheep. I'm going to walk up quickly just to show you, see whether they'll be friendly or not. Probably not, they'll probably run. Oh my god, they're all running towards me. Look at them all go. I don't know if you can see this. That's what I've just hoovered up. So obviously part of a plate, I guess, or something. But I thought I'd like to show you that. So in here there's a massive blockage. I just pull it all out. Sorry, you didn't see any of that. What I just said, pull it all out with this. And it's probably that rock there, which was the blockage. So Hal ripped up all of the carpet to discover that we've also got pine flooring down here. So we're expecting that to run all throughout, because if you look in the bathroom, there's also painted pine in here. So there's no reason that it shouldn't flow literally all the way through. It's actually a few days later because it was just so wet and rainy, and yeah, I'm gonna go show you some exciting things that we picked up over the last few days, and then I'm gonna grab some lunch and weed kill like I've said that I'm gonna be doing for the last 2 weeks. Okay, so you can see here that I've picked up some tile samples. It was actually Hal's idea to have kind of an inset tile area where it would hold the doormat, be framed in by a little bit of wood, and that way it could, you know, be a place that was easy to mop, wasn't getting dirt on the wood floors as soon as we come in. And these two samples are from Tops Tiles. We're thinking about going for this one. They're £2 per tile or something to thereabouts. So it cost about, I think it was 25 quid to do all of this, roughly. Yeah, I'll just show you what these are, except it doesn't have the names on them. So anyway, decided on these, and yeah, it's just going to be a framed border from probably here, maybe even there, straight across to this corner. And then that way, when we open the door, you can see that the door swings just to the edge of them. And it'll be a nice area. They're not slippy at all, which is really good. So, and then next up, I absolutely loved in our last place the tile backsplash to the stairs. And I had a look at these two tiles. So originally I was actually thinking these, but if you imagine a wooden staircase with that colour as the backing, again, these are from Tops Tiles, I'll link below what they are. So just to recap, the staircase is moving there. It's going to be all wood. Potentially might have a section that comes out, so it will come down and then come out. If not, it'll just go straight down. And thinking of those ones for the backsplash. Coming through here, you can see how nice the light is. This is from our dinner the other night that we had here. So we actually picked up these chairs for a total of £3 from the tip, and they are perfectly fine. They're really good, really cute, and I've been looking for chairs like this for a while, and I haven't been able to find any under about 40-50 quid, and picked these two up from the tip for all of £3. It was really good. I'm just going to show you out there today because it's absolutely stunning. You can see the light coming in on the floor. But it's just a really nice day today and the perfect weather to be weed killing. So our kitchen floor, we had a look, well, I had a look at loads of different samples, from porcelain to real limestone, and I was kind of all set to go porcelain just because that is pretty good, like limestone effect. They're not completely smooth, they're quite textured. These are arranged from tops tiles I will put on the screen now. And there are a few other sets of tiles that I'd actually really like to get samples of but couldn't in store. And then I went to Mandarin Stone and had a long chat with them in the showroom. And they have all different types of porcelain. So these are all porcelain and all really lovely. They don't have their top finish on them yet. And I actually really like these coming back. I really like the grey. These are actually outdoor tiles and they wrote on the back that really they should be used for external, and you know, they should be our last resort. Which was a shame because I like them, but they are less textured. And then here is their limestone. So this is the Provence limestone, which varies massively on the kind of samples that they give you because they haven't been sealed at all. And I'll insert a picture on the screen of what they actually look like when they're set down and when they are fully kind of sealed and worn in a bit. Because here that just looks kind of like a quartzy type lino, like it just doesn't look nice. But honestly, when I saw them in the showroom, I was there like, this is what we need. If I lay this on the floor, as you can see, there is a massive difference in the height of these. So one problem that we are going to have is, you know, if we do go for this, then either we're going to have a slight ledge into the kitchen or we have to sink the floor a little bit. Potentially I'm thinking that a lot of these wooden floorboards can come out. I know that under the lino in the current kitchen that there is some broken or replaced floorboards which are completely bright. They look literally like untreated versions of these, and I don't know what they'll look like when they're sanded down. In here is actually going to be fully tiled, so we can use any of these floorboards throughout the house and replace them with any that we don't like. So that is a really good thing. And I also know that when we come to take out this fireplace, it's going to be concrete under there, so there isn't going to be any floorboards. So we are going to have to resort to some of the floorboards from that room in there, coming in here. So it's an option that we have. The only thing that they said was that they do need sealing quite a lot. They need at least 2 sealants, or 2 coats of sealant on them. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Obviously we're way off deciding. It does turn kind of like a grey, green, beige. And the ones from Top Tiles that I like are this kind of colour. So, but I'll insert all of these on the screen so you can kind of see what I'm going for and see kind of roughly what we're thinking about. I'll show you a bit of my Pinterest as well so that you can have an idea. But yeah. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna go eat some lunch and just sit on the step and admire the view for a bit. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using to weed kill the drive and, or like the car parky bit and just around the outside of the house. I'm also thinking that I might weed kill these grasses. They are absolutely everywhere, and although I love them, they are so intrusive and impossible to get out, so I think I might as well try whilst they're awake. So this stuff has to be used on green foliage, and it takes a couple of days. I mean, if you need to, I'll update you in the video as to how this goes, but basically I mix this up, put it in a backpack sprayer, and just go around and spray everything. But you do have to be quite wary because it doesn't have a dye in it. So you do have to remember what you've sprayed and what you haven't and try not to drip anywhere, which is quite a problem. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, look. Yeah.